This is Rio Reacts with me, Rio Ferdinand. It's the first and it's the best place to hear my unfiltered, raw reaction to the stories that get your WhatsApps absolutely buzzing in and around the games. I'll be discussing everything from managerial sackings, transfer rumours, and those mad moments, those mad performances on the pitch. So let's get it cracking. Here we are, man. Listen, this show, I can't wait for this. I'm on holiday. I've put the kids to one side. The pool is there. They're all out there. And I'm in here with you guys because that's where I want to be. This is where I'm happiest. Don't tell the missus. Guys, the Charity Shield. People go, oh, it doesn't mean anything. It don't really mean anything, but it does. It's a weird one because the main thing for me was, listen, I don't want to be embarrassed through not being fit enough was one of the main things I used to think about because this is the part of the pre-season where you're still not sure where you are physically. Yes, you've played a few pre-season games, but you normally never played really the full 90 minutes yet. You might have played one maybe, but when you played that, you were really breathing. So you're going into this game, the curtain raiser to the season. All eyes are on. Everyone's watching because everyone can't wait to get a bit more football, even though the Euros just finished the other day. So you want to be ready, but you're never fully ready. And I always played this game thinking I'm still about 3 games off full fitness. I never finished this game and ever thought, you know what, I'm ready for the first day of the Premier League. I feel perfect. Never. And you normally, through the middle of this game and part of the game, you think, I can't breathe. Physically, I'm way off it. So, yeah, there's a lot that goes on. And I had some good moments and I had some bad moments. And I must say, the Community Shield never had a huge impact on the season. I used to always think, oh, if you win the Community Shield, does that mean you're going to win the league? No, it doesn't. Because there was no correlation between winning the Community Shield and ever getting your hands on the big trophies. It was another game knocked off to full fitness, and that was always my thoughts on that. But listen, when you won it, it was a beautiful feeling. And today, obviously, Man City versus Man United. Man United go ahead, and I'm thinking, wow, we're going to win this. And Garnacho, he comes on and changes the game. He's a wonderful footballer, by the way. This kid looks like he's got that arrogance. Get me on that pitch. I'm the guy. Build around me. Eric Ten Hag, Ruud van Nistelrooy, all you guys there, the new Ineos, I'm your guy. Forget all these other guys. That's the way he moves to me. That's the vibe I get from Garnacho. And even again in this game, he looked like our most potent player. Comes on for 45 minutes. It looks our most productive player. Bruno scored an unbelievable goal, disallowed. But yeah, man, we didn't manage to win it. Bernardo Silva scores the equaliser and they win on penalties. And listen, it is, you do want to win. You want to start the season. If Man United win the first day of the season, this game, and it's another trophy, it's a great confidence builder. It's a bigger confidence builder for Man United than it is for Man City winning, if you know what I mean. Man City have been used to winning. This would have no bearing on the season for them. But for Man United, this would have been a, get your hands on this, beat City again, just go and build on that. Something to really, for the coaches and the staff, to really push them and push to the players about confidence and levels and the hunt to win more trophies. But it wasn't to be. And I look at it and the way that he came on, Garnacho, he's the big plus for me. I think Bruno as well. You can see one thing I would say I want to get with Bruno this season. He's playing in the false 9 there today, which is great. Hyland, but when Hyland comes back, I just want to see Bruno higher in the positions to just hurt teams, because when he's in the final third, there's no other player in that team that I want on the ball for delivery into other players or for shooting. He is majestic in those positions, and it was unfortunate today. I think Garnacho put a great chance for Rashford on the plate. He come off his shin, didn't finish, and the same with Ahmad as well. He had a good chance in the first half. I thought for City, I've got to be honest, Bob in the first half looked really, really good. Great the way he moves people, great balance. And for City, I think they've got a lot of young players that just kind of go under the radar. We've got Kobe Mainoo in our ranks at Man United, who the world and Europe, etc., have been talking crazy about and justifiably, because his performances have been outrageous for his age, and the amount of performances he's had with little experience, and deservedly so. But you've got players in this City team that are coming in and just looking like this is normal for them. I mean, Rico Lewis has done it last season. You've got McAtee, I think, looks like he might get more minutes this season. You've got Oscar Bob, I think, had some big moments last year. And again, looks like he's going to have some big moments this season. I think they've got a lot of young players in that stable that It's looking easy to step in the Man City team for him at the moment, which isn't great for everybody else. But I look at Man United's point of view. I think the one concern I would have is that our biggest problems a lot of the time are coming when we're playing out. And I saw the quote from Onana saying, I'm going to be more risky and I'm going to take more chances. Be ready. I can take it on my back. But I don't want him to be putting players in positions where they're not as comfortable as he is. He is supremely confident on the ball. Fantastic with the football. He looks like he could play outfield the way he plays, the confidence that he has. His confidence is someone who says, I could play anywhere in this team. But sometimes you can be as confident as you want sometimes, but you've got to read the other players around you at times to say, does he really want it there? We want him to, but if I give it to him, he's got huge pressure. And a couple of times today, our biggest problems came in those moments when people didn't look like they were really comfortable taking the ball with their back to play or under a bit of pressure. Now, Erik ten Hag has to manage that, I think, and get the players making the right decisions in their moments, because if that happens too often in the Premier League, you get punished, and then it's a long way back. So yeah, and I'm jumping here, but I just keep going back to Garnacho. He just fills me with so much enthusiasm, man, because his appetite for the big moments. Again, he's saying, give me the ball in the big moments. I'm going to take this game, get you a goal. We go 1-up. Obviously, we don't see the game out, but it's a valuable asset to have when you've got someone who's so young, so infused when he comes on and wanting to hurt the opponents at every given opportunity. And he's so direct, man. You've got offensive players. We've got in the game today, you've got a lot of offensive players. I see a lot of coaches talk about this. A lot of football fans talk about this. A lot of players play safe, play to the system, rather than being sometimes in the final third, the individual play off the cuff, beat someone. That's why when Doku first came to the Premier League, everyone was raving about him because he was getting and just beating people. Then he slowed down doing that. But Garnacho, bang, 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 every single time. And that's what fans pay to see, and I want to see that more. So I just want that happening all the time. And I look at the defence and I think Johnny Evans, he was kind of a free transfer. Done a fantastic job last season. I think he played 20-something games last year, and he done a wonderful job for Man United in that sense. Then he gets another year, and you're thinking, wow, well, who we go and get Linioro? He gets injured, obviously. He's going to be a good signing. Don't worry about that. But then before the game, the announcement of the two new defenders, De Ligt and Mazzari, you're looking at and you're going, okay, right. Let's work this out, because Mazzari's going to play right back. I'd say Aaron Wan-Bissaka will probably be sold. I think they're saying at West Ham. I think that's a good deal for all round. I still don't think Mazzari will play. I still think Dada will play and Mazzari will be the backup. But De Ligt's coming in. I think I looked at a few of his stats. He's obviously 24. I watched him at Ajax. He was brilliant in that year when Erik ten Hag was manager. They got to the semi-final, got beat by Spurs. He was brilliant, commanding, everything he wanted to defend, it composed. Then goes to Juventus. I think you look at that and you think, okay, great move, a defender, going to learn from the likes of Bonucci, Collini, and all them guys. And he goes there and you think, I don't know, man. It just fills me with a bit of disappointment in the way that his career's gone since then. 12 out of 49 matches for Munich last year. I think he had 16 starts. He only completed 12 of them games. And you're thinking to yourself, a lot of injuries, doesn't start many games over the last 2 or 3 years. And Man United are spending £45-50 million on him. And that's another team. That's another 2 teams he's played for. He was their sub, their backup defender. Is he going to come into Man United and be a difference? I think it's a big ask for him, and I think all eyes are going to be on him. And I think that big pressure, big opportunity for him, but there's a lot of uncertainty, I think, with his signing because of his previous seasons with 2 big clubs, Juventus and Munich, not going as well as we'd have anticipated, given his performances for Ajax before that. So I don't think he's the answer, but it's a great opportunity for him to go in there and go, you know what, guys, I'm going to rectify my last couple of seasons. That's not the real me, and I'm going to show you. And I think that. Erik ten Hag obviously had him. He knows the character. He knows the person. And I hope he does a good job. But I'm going to reserve judgment on this one. I'm going to wait because, listen, if Lenny Yoro's fit and Martinez are fit, they both start. No one else gets a look in. Simple as. But Yoro's now going to be out for, I don't know, what's it going to be, 3 months maybe? De Ligt comes in, is he fit right now to play? Eric Dyer was starting in front of him. Who was surplus to requirements at Spurs. So it tells you a lot, man. I mean, if this doesn't fit, this isn't a signing that I go, wow, I'm like Lenny Yoro. But I'd like to be surprised. And hopefully Eric Ten Hag, knowing him, can get the best out of him. And I think Eric Ten Hag's got a big job this season to do that, to get the best out of players. Jadon Sancho misses a penalty again today. Build him back up. Is he going to be part of the plans long term? Eh? Get the best out of Jadon. Is he going to get the best out of Ahmad? Is he going to get the best out of Rashford? Look at Rashford today, a couple of moments. They're little details. He could change the start of the season for him, the confidence. He's coming off the back of this, hitting the post, missing a good chance. But then there's the role of Ruud van Nistelrooy in this as well. Our forwards, I want to see them learning from Ruud. Ruud van Nistelrooy was an absolute devil in the box. He was a monster. He was an obsessive, aggressive, ruthless individual with teammates. If they're not giving him the chances, if they're not putting the ball in areas where he wants the ball, ruthless. Get in their face. Tell him at half-time. Tell him in the game. Tell him at full-time. They're under no illusions as to what he would want from them, because he was direct, right? And players react and go, well, if I get the ball wide at my feet, put it in there for him. Bruno does that. You ain't got to worry about that. But there's other players, you might have to, listen, I want it here like this. And I think Marcus, can be shown that by someone like Ruud. I think that's the job of someone like Ruud. He's going to have other things for the team he's going to be doing, but I think he should be honing in on some individuals, like the attacking players especially. You demand of your teammates. Rashford, you've had a season like last season. Let's not have the same again. These are the conversations that should be going on. I'm hoping they're going on. Let's build him up. Come on, show him what you got. Let's tweak something in the way you're finishing. Even the ball that come across today, Ruud van Nistelrooy don't hit the ball like that with his left foot. He ain't letting it come across his body. It's one of the hardest things to do when the ball's coming across, to let it go across your body with your weaker foot and hit it. He should have been going on top with his right foot, bang, slotting it. I want that conversation now with Ruud, who's more skilled and more qualified than myself to have that conversation. I hope on that journey home, he's pulling them aside with the clips and going, listen, Marcus, talk me through that finish. Just talk me through why you went with your left foot there, and then breaking it down and saying, no, this is how us elites do it. Come on, follow me. And I'd like to see that Marcus will be going, yeah, I'm there. Whatever Ruud's saying, I'm in. Whatever you're saying, Ruud, I'm in. I need to improve your odd man, and show him, man. And I hope that's going to happen this season. I think Ruud's got a really good role there, really big, important role. I think young players that need to be taught, need to be told, and should be sitting there like this, like lapdog going, Ruud, talk to me, Ruud. Yeah, okay, Ruud, yeah. That's what I want to see. I think Rasmus Højlund will be like that because I've seen him. He's an intuitive, curious individual. I want Marcus. I want to see that with Marcus. I want to see that with Jadon. I want to see that with Garnacho. I want to see that with all these boys, Ahmad, all of them. Please, I want to see that. So yeah. I just want to see these players just use Ruud as the info. Use him as the guide to get better, to improve, to know what it's like to be in positions to score goals at the biggest moments, and to be cool, calm, and collected, and to feel absolutely normal in those situations. So yeah, that's one of my big asks for this season with our forward line, definitely. Well, guys, listen, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Rio Reacts. I mean, listen, if you've enjoyed this, I've got so much more you want to get stuck into. This season, we've got 3 new shows that you will all be dropping on this feed. Don't worry, we're coming for you strong this season. And as well as Rio Reacts, I'll be bringing you in-depth conversations with the biggest names in the game on Rio Meets. And our new weekly show will involve me and a few of my footballing friends to discuss the biggest stories from the weekends on Rio Presents. But like I said, on Rio Meets, you know when I said the biggest, I'm not talking about some of the biggest names are going to be on there. So stay tuned, guys, all right? Take care.